Atayese Radio.
Your voice, your nation.
Atayese Radio.
Atayese Radio. Lifting you higher. Hope on the air. We light the fire. Atayese Radio. Atayese Radio. We rise together.
Atayese Radio.
Your voice, your
Hello everyone and welcome to Beyond the Hype, an Atayese media program where we look beyond the trends, beyond the headlines and beyond the glamour to uncover the truth shaping our future. I am Cassandra Olaniyan. There's something interesting about the way we react when someone tells us they are leaving Nigeria, and immediately it goes, "Congratulations, God has done it. Don't forget us when you get there." And honestly, who wouldn't be excited about a better opportunity? But somewhere along the line, leaving Nigeria seems to have become more than just a personal decision. For many people, it has become a symbol of success, progress, and having finally made it. But is that really what it means? Is everyone leaving because they found a better opportunity, or are some people simply tired of the challenges here? And what about the people who choose to stay and build their lives in Nigeria? That is exactly what we are unpacking today on Beyond the Hype. And joining me for this conversation is Dr. Adeolu Olushodo. It's always good to have you with us, sir.
Same here. I'm happy to be here again.
Thank you so much, sir. It's great to have you. All right, so let's start with the conversation of the day. When did leaving Nigeria become something we started seeing as a major sign of success?
Well, leaving Nigeria, of course, definitely to a lot of people, it's like you are living a very damaged village and you are going to a flourishing city. That is the way you see it. And the reason being that when you live in a country where practically things do not really work the way it should work, and you now go to a place where the systems are working, where you put in whatever effort you put into your work or into your business, you get significant return, appropriate return for your effort. Of course, definitely it's something that makes everyone to be happy, unlike where you put in everything and whatever you get cannot even sustain you to live a day. We don't earn living wages in Nigeria. People do businesses and they hardly make profit for them to be able to survive. So that's why people feel if you leave the country, you go to Western countries or even any other country, even African countries, they still call it greener pasture.
So why do you think someone who gets an opportunity to relocate is often seen as doing better than someone who chooses to stay in Nigeria?
Yeah, just like I said, it's if you know someone is in a place that puts in a value of 100 and gets value of 100, it's better and is more successful than someone that puts in a value of 100 and is getting 20. So definitely, if even you see students now, students in universities and even students in secondary school, they read and they study and they prepare their lives for life outside the country, especially when the parents are capable enough to be able to send them abroad. There are some that, of course, definitely they want to do their university education abroad. And there are those who are in university now and they are looking forward to traveling abroad to start work or to do masters or something else so that they can live outside the country. So it's just now it has become the normal pathway to success for everyone.
Like you have said, that going abroad is seen as going to greener pastures and then chasing a brighter future. But do you think leaving Nigeria is really about seeking a greener pasture, or do you think that people are simply trying to escape the difficult circumstances that are going on in Nigeria currently?
Yeah, it's escapism, and that's why it's called japa. If someone is japa, it means he's running away from something that is not comfortable, something that is not good. So they are trying to escape from the harsh realities that we have in this country. So that is why it's only those who don't have the opportunity. Actually, most people that are staying behind is because they don't have the opportunity. Only few took that decision to stay back. and to make good out of whatever we have in this country.
Right. Thank you so much for that. So we often hear people say, there is nothing here for me. Do you think that is completely true, or have we started believing it because of what we see and hear around us, especially on social media, where everyone believes is until you japa before you will make it? So is it completely true, or are we believing it because it's a trend on social media?
There are things in this country for everyone. It's just that you have to put in more efforts for you to get to where the level you want to be. But see, because a lot of people now don't want to really do much work, like the things we've been looking at since we started this Beyond the Hype show is younger people now, this generation don't want to work more before they earn a lot. Is a get rich quick attitude. Then we are used to a particular lifestyle that naturally, if you start working, you cannot get to that level of lifestyle in 5-8 years. But someone wants to start working today, and this same year wants to start to live that lifestyle. So it's no longer there. Unlike the times of our parents, when they leave university, the day they are leaving, they are getting like 4 different employment opportunities, and each one of them is coming with a car, and it's coming with a company flat. And so people from university straight to a job, you get a car, a new car, and you start riding, you start living comfortably and all those ones. But now, an average graduate now, if you are leaving university, you cannot even dream of getting a car, because how many jobs can you get in Nigeria today that you will start working and you are dreaming of buying a car in 1 year or 2 years? I know many doctors that have passed out from university and they are already working, and 5 years down the line, they don't even own a car. They still jump from one bus to another and stuff like that, because the salary cannot afford to buy a car for them, even in 4 years, in 5 years. And so that is just the issue that we have. That there are things here you can get to do that you can live comfortably, especially for those who can afford to japa. The amount they use to japa, to run out of this country, if carefully they sit down and they plan their lives very well, it will be difficult, but they will still get to a level that they will have that peace of mind living in this country.
Very insightful. Thank you, sir. We always talk about the good side of traveling out of the country, greener pastures, seeking greater ambition, but we also know that there is a downside of going abroad. There are some people who leave and they later realize that life abroad isn't exactly what they imagined. Why is it that side is not mostly emphasized? Why is it mostly not talked about?
Yeah, you see, there is this thing that is called shame, and that's why a lot of people that have traveled abroad and they face difficulties over there, they will not relay whatever they are going through to those of us who are here in this country. They will not relay, so they will try as much as possible to meet up with the expectations that we have put on them because they are living abroad. But they will not tell you the difficulties that they saw or they are facing. I've had friends that have traveled and are back to the country, and they tell you the reason why they came back. They found out that it's better for them to live here than to live there. Some of them just want to live a free life where you can freely move around, you can do things. It's not like that over there. In fact, there are some communities over there, if you are black, it's so obvious you are black, and there are a lot of things that you have to face because of the color of your skin. So it's there. Okay, look at those who went to South Africa. Look at what they are facing in South Africa, and a lot of them are back. Those who are not back are facing a lot of harsh reactions from South Africans who want every foreigner to leave the country. Those who want to go to Europe and they want to pass through North Africa and ended up in Libya, they are regretting it. Those who even made it to Italy, a lot of ladies that made it to Italy thinking that it's so easy, found out that what they will meet in Italy is not easy for them. Some endured and they made little money and ran back. Some could not endure and they came back empty-handed. So traveling abroad is not once you travel abroad you have made it. No, it is not you have made it. A lot of people have traveled abroad, and looking back, they would have I would have saved my money, used that money to do something in Nigeria and just live a comfortable lifestyle here, than going abroad and still face harsh realities of life. There have been families who have left here, husband and wife and their children, and looking back now, they are separated or are divorced or they have issues. And if they have been in Nigeria, they would not have had that breakup in their family and stuff like that. So there are realities over there which are not really comfortable, good for people, but most of them can't relay what they are facing through. They can't tell us. But through internet and a lot of things, we know what people are facing over there. A lot of them are facing challenges, which if they are here, they will not face half of what they are facing now.
So our obsession with leaving Nigeria is making us overlook people who are actually leading successful lives here in Nigeria. We have so many Nigerians out there that are even living better than those that are abroad. So do you think this is our obsession of attributing success to living Nigeria? Is it making us overlook people that are actually making it?
Yeah, it's two ways. Actually, it's two ways. People living in Nigeria sometimes be justified that it's very okay. Because even no matter what you face there, as long as you can feed yourself, you can live and sustain yourself and your family is okay. I've seen people invest whatever they have into businesses in Nigeria, and government have destroyed their business for something that is not their fault. You understand? Many times you come online and see people ranting about government parastatal institutions coming and destroying their business, or they didn't do certain things, and of course, because when government comes, they destroy the business. They don't even care about how much you have invested into that business. I've seen people set up business and probably those in farming, and herdsmen have come and they have destroyed the farm. I've seen those who went into farming business and they were kidnapped and they have to pay ransom, and that ended everything that they've saved up to run the business. So Nigeria, the reality is here actually is, if you can run away, for those who feel they can, if they go, it's justified. You cannot say no, they cannot. But for those who fate smiled upon and they were able to get some things, start business, they were committed to the business, they put in all their efforts, and God smiled upon them and all those ones, they are making it and they are comfortable living in Nigeria. But when the realities of living in a country like Nigeria comes in, it's not funny. So it's both ways. It's sometimes justified, but you can still stay back in this country and you still make it and you live a good life.
Right. Thank you so much for that. So at what point does wanting to leave become less about pursuing a better opportunity and more about feeling like staying means you are failed? Because every youth out there, I can say most youths want to leave the country because they believe they can get opportunities abroad. But at what point do you feel like this they are striving to go abroad, it has become a thing where they feel like staying in Nigeria means they are failed in life?
There are two sets of people that we are going to look at. There are those who actually are traveling abroad to pursue a career. They found out that okay, staying in Nigeria does not give them that career growth, because those, like in medical world now, in medicine, there are some specialties you want to practice, you want to become a consultant or a specialist in a particular field. You cannot pursue it in Nigeria because it's not there. You understand? So it's justifiable. People that wants to go really feel going is the best thing for me and it's what I need to do. But there are some that are just only following the trend. They want to live abroad. They want to enjoy as what they see online, that people are enjoying abroad and all those ones. Not that they are really prepared to go and work and make a living, a good things for themselves. And see, they get there, and what do? They become jobless. They depend on people. They go into drugs and they do all sorts of things. We see them. They just hang around from one friend to another, hang from one friend's flat. Then now we push them out, they go to another friend's flat and start living on people. They are not that hardworking to be able to start something and hold on to the thing. There are a lot of them like that, especially the youths. They just want the fancy life, the fast life that you see abroad. That's what they want. And before they even travel, you find out most of them, you see, they migrate towards the island and all those ones where they stay with friends and they squat because they want to go to club, they want to live. They are with this. We are the ones enjoying. We are the ones that we are the ones in town. So there are two categories of people: those who actually have genuine reasons to go because they want to pursue a career, and those careers they are not really found here, or they feel okay, I want to go and let me go and work for some time, get some degree so that I can come back to Nigeria to contribute to the development of this country. There are those like that. Those who just want to go and enjoy their lives and just live the fast life.
Right, I understand that, sir. And I'm sure everyone who's listening to the program is grabbing a lot. If Nigeria offered better opportunities, because we know that the reason why this Japa phenomenon is becoming a trend is because it's due to some things that are going on in Nigeria. But do you think that if Nigeria offered better opportunities like security and better quality of life, do you think the desire to live would still be this strong?
Thank you. It's the desire to live will not be that strong if the government can provide the environment that will make people to stay back. Like, okay, let me use the example of medical doctors, for example. You know how much doctors are paid? Averagely, doctors are paid 400, 500, even in private. Some government does not pay up to that for actually fresh doctors and those in 2-3 years experience, but the private pay 400, 500 and all those ones. But you know, 500 is not, like I said, that doctor will work 5 years. You can't buy a car. There's no way you can buy a car. You want to buy Tokumbo car now, you need 8 million, 9 million, 10 million to buy Tokumbo car. When will you save 10 million from 500,000 every month? Because you have to pay your rent, you have to take transport, you have to eat, you have to sustain your parents or to some extent your younger ones and people like that. So, but if, for example, government decide that, okay, we want to have doctors in every ward, every political ward in Nigeria, there are 8,000 and 8,800 and so, well, 8,000 and plus wards in Nigeria. Want to have two and decide to employ doctors and pay them 1 million, give them a car and give them accommodation everywhere. I know a lot of these young doctors will not leave Nigeria. They will not leave because with 1 million, with a car, with accommodation that is free, and the accommodation has 24 hours, light and all those ones, why would you want to leave Nigeria? And what I've just mentioned is possible. Government can provide it. Same thing for other professions, teachers. Our schools have shortages of teachers. Especially we come to areas like those of us in the suburbs here, most of the schools don't have teachers. Parents have to gather money and get PTA teachers and stuff like that. Even PTA teachers, you won't even find someone that is willing to do it. But if government can have teachers, get them accommodation, get them good salaries, and they can be able to access loan to buy cars, at least the second, the used cars, Tokumbo cars and all that, people can move around, or the transport system is done in a way that it doesn't put much stress on you to move from one place to another. Many Nigerians will not bother to travel abroad. I've lived in this country, though I was still primary school then, very young. When people travel to UK, how much they go UK there for summer? Especially if you know someone in Nigeria here with 3 naira you pay to go to UK and come back. It is those people here in Nigeria that will host you when you come back to party. Welcome party. They are the ones that will spend their money to host because they are not coming back with anything tangible. Already those of us here, we are more comfortable than you that you went to UK and you are coming back. But the reverse is the case now. Even with just £1,000 and someone is coming back and it's only £1,000, you all know the extent to which he will want to oppress those of us who are left in the country who hold like 300,000 naira or 200,000 naira. So that is the issue. So if government can put in place a very comfortable environment for people, especially younger ones, then they will not leave this country.
So yes, if indeed the government can do what they are meant to do, then this Japa phenomenon would reduce. All right, so ultimately and finally, should we really measure success by where someone lives, or should we be asking a different question altogether? What does a successful life actually look like? Is it living Nigeria that will make you successful, or is it staying in Nigeria that will make you successful? How should we measure success?
You cannot measure success in any particular manner. To every individual, success differs. For me, if you ask I'm successful in life, and you ask another person is successful, and you look at the two of them, they are poles apart. But actually, both of them are successful. Both of them are successful because the one that you looked at probably is poor. The things the person consider to be his or her needs, the person can meet it and will meet it comfortably. And that person is successful. Let me give you an instance. A friend of mine went to Germany for postgraduate studies and came back, and of course still wants to go back for PhD and stuff like that and all those things. And he went to Oyo, he's from Oyo town, and he went there to do some of the field work on his thesis that he's working on. And at a point, he now looked and saw that all his brothers, not younger siblings, all of them have built two bedroom. They have wives and they are enjoying themselves. They are farmers. And he looked at himself. They will still come back to me, Egbon, because he just came back from Germany, so they believe he has come with foreign currency and he has to. So he just look at all of them and look at these people. He does not even have a building to his name, and he's already doing his PhD. And he's struggling to pay school fees for his son in Lagos and all those ones. And his younger ones have houses they are built in Oyo. They are doing farming. Some are not even living, they are doing other things. And they are living comfortably. And they will still, on their own, come and ask money from Egbon because they feel he will give them. But now look that they are living better than him. From his own perspective of looking at that, they have a place to live. They feed themselves and their family, and they can meet their needs. But look at him still struggling to go back to UK, Germany to still finish his study, come back and start putting maybe building a house for himself and his family and stuff like that. So success is personal. What someone terms success is different from what another person terms success. And they will tell you, I am successful in life. So it's a matter of, it's a personal thing. So going abroad does not mean you are successful. There are people who have not even left Ijebu here, and they are more successful than those who have gone abroad in terms of the way they can meet their needs. There are even those that you look at in Ijebu here and say, these people are very poor. Just look at this, and you look into their accounts and you find out, how did you get this? I just did harvest last month too, and I've spent part of it. I still have this, and you're looking at 2-point-something million, and you're looking at this person that does not even cannot write English, cannot do, and still has 2 million in their account. But the graduates, how many graduates can boast of 100,000 in their account at any time? So that is just it. So success depends on, is a personal thing. The society, when they begin to say some people are successful, they are the ones putting pressure on some people to want to become successful based on societal standard. And when they start doing that, it becomes a problem for them.
Much, sir. All right. So for those listening, so your success is not determined by whether you leave Nigeria or not. It is a personal decision, and that's a very interesting place to end, because perhaps this conversation isn't really about whether people should leave Nigeria or stay. People will always make different choices based on their circumstances, their dreams, and the opportunities that are available to them. So I think the bigger question now should be, why have we come to associate living with making it in life? But I'm happy that we were able to arrive at a conclusion. Thank you so much, Dr. Olusodo, for sharing your thoughts with us.
Yeah, you are welcome.
Thank you so much. And to everyone listening, we'd love to hear from you too. You can share us your thoughts on our various social media platforms, on Facebook, on YouTube, and also on Vino FM. Do you think living in Nigeria has become a measure of success? I am Cassandra Olanio, and this has been Beyond the Hype. Until next time, goodbye.
Atayese Radio.
Your voice, your nation.
Atayese Radio.
Atayese Radio. Lifting you higher. Hope on the air. We light the fire. Atayese Radio. Atayese Radio. We rise together.
Atayese Radio.
Your voice, your nation.
Atayese Radio.